See, what every cell in the body needs, requires, and what the pancreas needs and requires to function well is a steady, sure, slow release of glucose. And that's what the three essentials give it. Fibre. Fibre slowly releases the glucose. Protein is broken down in the stomach, so it also gives a steady, sure release of glucose. Fat. Yes, fat helps to slowly release the glucose. That's what the pancreas needs, and it's what every cell in the body needs. So the first place that the glucose is sent is into the cell. It goes into the cell under the action of insulin. It goes through a 20-step pathway. And this 20-step pathway delivers to us 2 units of energy. Isn't that why we eat? The end result of the 20-step pathway is a chemical form of glucose called pyruvate. And pyruvate, as the chemical form of glucose, it gets fed into the next section. It's an 8-step pathway, and even though it's only an 8-step pathway, it delivers to us an impressive 36 units of energy. What makes the difference? How come a 20-step pathway only gives 2 units and an 8-step pathway gives 36? The difference is oxygen. This pathway produces energy by the process of fermentation. But on a high carbohydrate diet, we've still got glucose left over. And so now the liver causes it to be stored inside, particularly the muscle cell, little molecules of glucose stored in the muscle cell, just waiting to be used. It's called glycogen stores. Glycogen is the name given to quick-release glucose stores. Glycogen. In fact, I'd like to suggest, before we move on, that glycogen is the diabetic's best-kept secret. Because when your blood glucose levels go low and you're needing fuel, all you have to do is get on the exercise bike or jump down and do push-ups. When you start moving the body, it causes a release of your glycogen stores. They get plucked, sent down the pathway, plucked, sent down the pathway, plucked, sent down the pathway. An amazing process. On a high carbohydrate diet, we've still got glucose left over because only so much can be stored in the cell, particularly the muscle cell. And when it's in the muscle cell, it can only be used by the muscle cell. It's like it's in a prison. But the liver can also store glycogen, only a small amount, but the glycogen that's stored in the liver can go everywhere in the body. But on a high carbohydrate diet, we've still got glucose left over, and now it gets stored in the most amazing fuel depot in the body. It's called fat cells. And what's happening on this high carbohydrate diet? People are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, have you noticed? What I've given you there is just the basic science. And you can see by what I've shown you here that fat doesn't make you fat. What makes you fat? It's this high carbohydrate diet that the body just can't use all that glucose. And so then it gets stored.